right, we're getting ready to go. Cats have been in there for a while, and I am late. I always leave late. I should have already been gone, but that's my life. But I'm gonna pause this to show you some other stuff. All right. So the air ride's full. The refrigerator's on DC. The doors are all locked. I'm sure I'm forgetting something. My wallet's here. Keys. Drinks, coffee. All right. I'm gonna head out and I'll get talking in a minute. Come on, Vin. You can't sit there and cry. You gotta make the jump. You can do it. You can do it. Come on, buddy. There we go. Come on.
Turn left, then turn right.
Got a half a tank of gas. It is 10 o'clock and I wanted to be gone by like 7. But that's what happens. Come on, Vin. You can do it. Come on. Come on.
Turn right.
What's the matter? There you go. You made it. All right, he's up. I'm gonna say GoPro, stop recording. I'm gonna do a bit of a ramble. Started off, I would say it's in the morning, but again, I didn't get started till like 10 o'clock. My ramble is about a continuation of a previous ramble. Sorry. Making sure I'm clear. Getting out of the way. I had talked about the difference between old school and new school Class Bs, and I want to talk about that a little bit more. And that was all brought up because I did that tour of a B+. So I wanted to talk about that a little bit more because my intention every time I make a video is I'm not trying to offend anybody, I'm just giving my opinions. Some of the new Class Bs are really cool. Some aspects of them are really cool. But they're all just super overpriced. And when I read through the comments, it seemed like most of the comments were agreeing with me, because I would assume I don't have many millionaires that watch my YouTube channel. You know, if money is no object, then it's a whole different thing. But you know, I get to the point where I enjoy looking at other RVs, but I don't want a different one. I want to keep Cousin Eddie running forever. And as I said, if you're able to find something like this, you know, at a reasonable price, they can be found. I would just think that, ooh, I'm doing 70. I don't want to do 70, even though that's a speed limit. I think if you get an older one, you just have to be willing to put some money in it, most likely. And that can often be the case when you buy anything used.
Can't say I missed the reindeer.
You don't miss the reindeer. But as I said in that other video, I try to blurb it in there at the end. But if I had a spare 15 or 20 grand laying around, you know, I think I could put that money into this and get it to do everything that the newer ones are doing and still have the layout that I like. You know, again, this wide body on the Dodge 3500, Dodge stopped making the 3500 in 2003, and they had built that for 35 years, something like that, 33 years, I think. And they had iterations. I think they were up to their 3rd version of it, which this one is. But it's just a really good chassis, I think. And then somebody made a comment which was interesting, because I was like, well, that can't be right. And said that diesel out west, I think the person was in Washington, I'm sorry if I'm misremembering, said that diesel was cheaper than regular gas there. And I'm like, that can't be right. So I got on Gas Buddy, great app for when you're traveling, and that was true. And then I checked Gas Buddy here in Ohio, and diesel was 66 cents more a gallon. So, I don't know. The advantage of going gas, or even American-made diesel, is Chevy, Ford, and Dodge. These vans are Chevy, Fords, and Dodge if you need maintenance done, you know. So it is a lot easier to find a garage wherever you may be that can help you instead of looking for a Mercedes diesel or something like that. So whatever I did, I think I would always stick with gas unless Tesla comes out and makes, you know, if I had a lot of money, I would beg Elon Musk to let me drive out there and say, zap him, make Getty electric. I've gone on about that before on how cool I think that would be. If you could get 300-400 miles on a charge, you could go from campground to campground or use superchargers. But that would be awesome. But I think if something ever happened that I had to make a change, probably my first bet would be a truck camper, to be honest with you. I don't mind towing stuff, but I think it's easier not. And with a truck camper, you get a good 4x4 truck, man, you could take that thing anywhere you want to go, and then you could take the camper off and have your truck to drive around. So I like the idea of that. And I also said before, when I got divorced, I left my ex, I left her the Suburban. If I would have kept the Suburban, I would probably be doing YouTube videos about me pulling a trailer, you know? Because I would have had the vehicle to pull the trailer with. But when I, going back to the old school versus new school, I kind of look at it, and this is so unfair, but I look at this as like a Victorian and the new Class Bs, and they're not new, they've been making them on that chassis for like 15 years, but the newer school ones are more like a ranch style house. If you're going down the road and you see a newer Class B on the Sprinter style, you really have no idea what brand it is. With these, you can tell. And I just think they have a little bit more character. Oh. I wasn't speeding or in that person's way, but they did the windshield wiper thing. When I'm in my car and somebody gets on my nerves, I don't slam on the brakes. I would do my windshield wipers and spray it back on them. Kind of a dick move, I guess. But I just like the old school. And again, damn, I'm speeding again. I'm gonna gotta put it on cruise. I don't want to be doing 70 miles an hour. Eddie wants to run today. Alright, there we go. We're on cruise now. But it comes down to money. We can get all highfalutin and I can say I prefer this or I prefer that, but if I had money laying around in piles, sure, I'd probably buy a new one. I wouldn't finance it. I mean, good God, you could buy a really nice house in a pretty nice area with a decent amount of land for the cost of what new Class Bs are. So even if I was more well off, because as I've also said in the past, I guess in my past I would be considered successful, which I think is stupid that you judge people on what job they have and how much money they make. But hey, this is America, that's how we kind of do it. But I feel far more successful in life now than I was when I was doing that. I got some side hustle work that I do, but you know, I was able to get myself in a decent situation. So yeah, if I had to replace this, I would probably lean towards a truck camper. And that Coach House Coach House Platinum that I did a video of, I think those are really cool, but that's not the model I would get. If I was to get a Coach House, the one I really like is the 232. It's shorter and it has the rear bed, and there's just something, for me, I kind of prefer the dedicated bed, because I know me well enough to know that I would just leave the bed down all the time. I wouldn't go through, you know, a lot of times you'll have to put an extra foam mattress on the top of those fold down beds, and then you wad that up and you throw it in the shower or wherever you throw it. I know me well enough to know that I would just leave the bed out all the time. So I like having the dedicated bed. So that's my thoughts on that. I'll come back. Hold on. I gotta think. I gotta tell you, I hate some drivers. We just had an oversized load and there's a truck in front of me. I'll end up turning this around. And this guy came flying up next to me to pass on them, to squeeze in and make me get on the brakes, because people are jerks. People. And anyways, he went back around the truck in front of me because he couldn't give him 2 seconds, you know, to get back over. The last thing I'll say is, what I like about the old school ones, and specifically mine, again, not to say mine's the greatest in the world, but the outside storage is just so much better. And mine is really good compared to most old school Class Bs. I have really good storage. Probably too much, because as I always know, I take way too much crap with me, but there'll still be something I'm going to forget. I don't know what it is yet, but there's going to be something I forgot. But when it comes down to it, I will give the same advice anytime I make a video. I feel like I should put it in almost every video, no matter the topic. If you're looking to buy an RV, look at as many as you possibly can and try not to get excited. If you get excited about one, make yourself at least come back tomorrow, kind of thing. And also, when you see RV pricing, especially new, there's a lot of wiggle room in that price. A lot. If they can sell it at that price at an RV auto show, they can sell it to that price off the lot, in my opinion, because ain't nobody selling nothing and losing money. So that's my ramble about that. It took too long. Kiki's still in the back under the bed. I did the video that Vinny has lost weight, and I can tell. He's laying on my leg. I can tell he's lost a little bit of weight. But this has gotten too long, so I'm going to end it here, and I'll start up another video with what this trip is all about anyways. So until then, and again, I don't know when these are getting posted. I do what I can. I try my best to live my life. I upload videos when I get free Wi-Fi. I do some other stuff on my own Wi-Fi, but my videos are for fun, and even though I make far too many of them, it's a vlog. I upload them when I can, and hopefully everybody enjoys. So again, rambling too long. I'll turn the camera around in a bit and talk about what this trip is about. Till then, wait for the bumps. Have a great and wonderful day.